Ladies and gentlemen, please tone it down a bit. There's an announcement I'd like to read now. Wait, how am I supposed to pronounce this?
Fight!
Topic of the day is they start small but gradually become great. And before I get started, I would love to give all honor, glory, and praise to our Creator, the Most High. And I want to send a special thanks to each and every one that's listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Topic of the day is they start small but gradually become great. And what do I mean by they? Who is they? Well, they is the elites. The ones that secretly run the world. They start small but gradually achieve their desired goal. And I give a short example about the elites starting small with their plans and gradually becoming great with their plans. Women's rights. At once upon a time, women didn't have any rights. But nowadays, they have more rights than the men in this country. I can't speak for abroad, but here in America, women have more rights than men. And I give another example by saying that women are more in control over the kids. Even though the women would have the kids if it wasn't for the father, and planting the seed. But nowadays, the mothers have more rights than the fathers. The fathers have to do more than required to prove that they're worthy of raising their own kids. And all the women have to do is basically just say, that the father is no good. And it would help if she had a little proof to go along with it. But to be real, they're just going off her word. When they're just taking her word in custody court. That's one way of the women having more power than men. And I know it's like some fathers out there, they can agree, because it's some good fathers out there, but they made the wrong choices, as far as having kids with, women. I'm not going to say having kids with women. I'm going to say that they chose the right, I'm tongue-tied. They chose the wrong women to have kids with. But the women have more power. Let's say if the father, is on child support and he come up short with the payments, the woman can petition the court to put that man in prison or jail, whatever. But a woman has the power to put a man in prison for some that they both agreed on. And it might not be, a contract where they agreed, but they agreed when they had the sex. That's the agreement. Unless he took it from you. I understand then, but the women have more power in this country. The women can get the men locked up. Like I said, for lack of payment or lack of support for kids that they both agreed on, that they both went half on. The R. Kelly song, go half on the baby. Well, I can't sing, but you know what I'm saying. They went half on these kids, but the mother have more rights than their father who helped make them. But that was just a short example of how far the women's rights have came. Well, have came. I don't know about the times before, because I wasn't alive. But I do remember, women was not included in everything that men did. And another example is, I remember once upon a time where women couldn't join the military. It was only the men. But nowadays, you have men and women on the front lines, fighting for the country. It's just examples of how far, and how much the times have changed. Like I said, the women is starting to get the power. Well, those were just two examples. I'm kind of tired, tongue-tied, in desperate need of water. But I hope those two examples was enough to illustrate what I mean by they start small and they gradually become great at whatever they do. And women's rights was one of their plans. It's like to get the majority to agree, for the consent. They had to get the women involved, and they got them involved, and now women are in power. It might sound like I'm a woman hater, and I'm really not. I love women. It just, I see the trend. I see the changes, because I'm gonna be real before I get up out of here by saying that the man is supposed to be in control. The woman is supposed to submit to her man, and the man is supposed to submit to the Most High. The kids is supposed to submit to the kid, to the mother. Excuse me, like I said, I'm tongue-tied, in desperate need of water. But it's a chain of command. Like, the man, he prays to the Most High. He seeks guidance from the Most High. And the woman, because, Eve, she messed up in the beginning where she was tempted by Satan. And because of that, she had to fall under the man's protection. Because, let's be real, ladies, if someone is trying to break in your house, or if someone's, trying to cause you harm, who you going to look to help you? Another woman or a man? And I might get the jokes about, well, because you got your homosexuals out there, they're gonna debate this, like, I don't need no man, my woman, she's more of a man than you ever be, stuff like that. And this thinking like that, they got this generation trapped. thinking that a woman is on the same level as a man. And they're just not the case, But like I was illustrating earlier about the changes, they started small. They started off with no rights. Now they have all the rights. They started off with no rights. They couldn't speak when men was talking. Stuff like that. But nowadays, they're entrepreneurs. They're in the military. They have their own WNBA. Like I said, I'm not against the advancement of women. It just, I see the trend of the elites giving women power over men. That's my argument. But until the next time, like always, we're going to continue to fight for the truth or die for a lie. Peace and blessings to you and your entire family. Hope all is well. But until the next time, peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, please tone it down a bit. There's an announcement I'd like to read now. Wait, how am I supposed to pronounce this?